time you want, Matt. So whenever you're comfortable.
Okay. Hi, this is Matt Masich with State Bill Colorado, talking to State Representative John Soper. You're introducing a carbon monoxide detector bill similar to one that you sponsored last year. Besides costs, what did the opponents of the bill cite as a reason for their opposition?
The realtors thought that being they were the one that would be the enforcement mechanism, that it would be a liability to them and burdensome for them. So we need to find an enforcement mechanism that is going to work for to get this bill through. And some of the states have got an enforcement a bill without any enforcement mechanism in it.
Okay, what do you think is the ideal enforcement mechanism? Has that been worked out yet?
The ideal enforcement mechanism is for people to take responsibility for themselves and just on their own say it's worth $20 to save my family's life and to buy it themselves. That's the goal, that we like people to just want to do it because it's the right thing to do. As far as an enforcement mechanism, I really don't know what it would be unless it's just some way to recover the cost of running the program of enforcement. Okay. And that'll be worked out in this next week when we start discussing with any stakeholders that are involved. We'll try to find something that works for them. Now,
three groups opposed the bill last year, and you said that some, at least one, has agreed not to oppose it this year?
Yes, the realtors have come, my information from the Speaker Romanoff was that the realtors came on board and said we will not oppose the bill this year.
Okay. And the other groups have not made an official position yet?
I'm going to make a phone call to the lobbyists I know that works with the home builders. We get together on a number of different bills and see if there's something that we can do, because I'm sure that these folks didn't want this to happen either. Like I said in the interview there, we don't want this to be a finger point. There's enough blame to go around. Maybe I should have worked harder on the bill last time. People should take responsibilities themselves. Maybe we didn't have the facts that we needed. We don't want to finger point at any industry and make it, you're the bad guy. We want to make something positive out of the negative.
Okay. Now, there was a similar code in place in Aspen. How do you think having the state law will change things? If there is a law, do you think it will be easier to enforce if it's a state law rather than just a municipal code?
Sad to say, I just found out today that there was no detector in that house, and that Aspen does have a building code requiring it.
Okay. Do you know if there's any penalty in that instance?
I don't know if they have any way that they enforce that law. That's something that has to be researched.
Okay.
Not to cop out, but I was out of the state for 2 weeks after this happened. The week that it did happen, the weekend that it happened, I was traveling and just got back this middle of last week. So I haven't had a chance to do the research that needs to be done to make it proper.
Okay. Now, Senator Hagedorn was a Senate sponsor last year. Have you talked with any senators this year?
I haven't talked to Senator Hagedorn this year on the bill. I plan to make that phone call to see if we can't find out if there's some good ideas that he would have that we could shortstop the problems from last year. My understanding there were some enforcement issues that he thought might work better this year, and I'll call him and find out what that is.
Okay. Now, you carried some other public safety bills last year. I know a railroad safety bill failed. Did you carry any others that deal with public safety last year?
The only other one that I can think of that, not last year, but the first 3 years I was
last session
was some of the bills to do with workers' compensation to protect the workers. But as far as the public safety, I think that was about the only one that I ran for public safety.
Okay. Now, what other bills are you planning on pushing this year, or this coming session?
This session, I'm going to try to work through my electrical bill that was vetoed last year. It seemed to be a little too burdensome for some of the rural people to try to apply to that bill. We've been meeting all summer long with the Director of the Department of Labor, and we've had stakeholders from all the communities involved, the contractors, the schools, anybody that we can think of has been part of that meeting, and we just finalized our last meeting yesterday, and I'm on my way to the drafter now to draft that bill to see if we can't get something that will pass to make sure that our tradesmen are trained and skilled when they have a license, that they really have the qualifications to hold that license.
Okay, and now what was the impetus for that bill? I mean, is there a problem with unskilled electricians having licenses?
Anytime you open the paper and there's a fire, they say it was electrical problem.
Okay.
Now, said, a lot of people don't realize the sinkhole. What caused the sinkhole? An electrical failure in a vault that ran a pump. The pump didn't run, and pressure built up the sinkhole.
The one on I-25?
The one on I-25. So it isn't just, somebody's going to get hurt. It's an inconvenience for a lot of people.
Right.
And the big issue that I pushed last year was I think we're dumbing down the industry. And we need to make sure we have qualified people doing the trades that they're in, whether it be electricians, plumbers, sheet metal workers, pipe fitters, whatever. We want to make sure if they carry that license, they are actually qualified to do it. And being an electrician, that's the one that's near and dear to my heart. So I propose that we make sure at the very minimum, their electricians are skilled.
Okay. Now, have you talked with Governor Ritter about his whether he will agree with the bill this year?
I'm sure that after we have the regulatory agencies and the Department of Labor working on this bill with us, that this will become one of the key bills for the governor that he'll want to sign. As soon as I get the draft language together, I will go to the governor's office and have them review it and see if he has any problems with the new draft.
Excuse me 2 seconds. We'll be in touch about getting this draft. Okay, so we can work on it together. Thanks. Thanks so much, John.
Besides the carbon monoxide and electricians, do you have anything else lined up right now?
I've got a couple of 3 other bills. I ran an Easter seal tax checkoff bill a few years back, and it's come to the point where it has to be reviewed and summarized, I guess is what you call it. Anyway, I'm working on that bill this year, and just kind of draw a blank. There's 3 or 4 things that I've got in the fire, but they're not really finalized yet.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been nice talking with you. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Well, thanks for what you guys do too. And my primary thing is let's educate the public that we're trying to do good things for the state. It isn't about us. I saw a movie a while back that Robin Williams was in, and he says that politicians are like diapers. They ought to be changed regularly, and sometimes for the same reason. I don't want to become one of those diaper politicians. I'd like to think I'm doing my job.
Well, good luck to you.
You bet.
Thank you.